Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Fighting ongoing in North Shewa zone, Oromia special zone of the Amhara region. Ethnic clashes ongoing there between Oromos and Amharas. Secondly, a Fano commander has been killed. Lower level Fano commander, not main. It was announced by Ethiopian military few hours ago. Thirdly, Israel Hamas war in which Ethiopians, Israelis of Ethiopian descent are dying more than other Israeli soldiers. Why? What is happening there? How many Israelis are from Ethiopian descent, and why are they dying more in the war? Firstly, viewers, North Shore zone of the Amhara region, Oromia special zone of Amhara region. In border areas of these two zones, we have seen clashes between Amharas and Oromos for years. And since the start of military operation by military in Amhara against Fano, we have been seeing a rise in the scale and frequency of these clashes. After every few days, we see resumption of violence in border areas. Since last night, fighting has been ongoing in North Shore zone and Oromia special zone in border areas like Ansokia Gamza in North Shore, Ortoma Farsi in Oromia special zone. Different boredas in Ortoma Farsi are seeing these clashes. Clashes are between Amhara armed people and Oromo armed people. They are farmers mostly. Amhara armed people are mainly Fano fighters. Clashes between Fano, Amhara Fano, and Oromo farmers. Both parties armed. Where is military? Nowhere to be seen. Military maybe wants Oromos of the area to stand up to Fano fighters. Military has been conducting operations in North Shore against Amhara Fano fighters. Military wants to have Oromos on its side. That is why when these clashes erupt, ethnic clashes, military does not intervene. Why? Because it wants Oromo farmers, armed farmers, to be on its side. So Fano groups are fighting two forces here. They are fighting the military and Oromo farmers. Both sides accuse each other when clashes erupt. They accuse each other of starting the clashes. They accuse each other of atrocities. Who is to blame? Difficult to say. But these clashes ongoing for years. One casualty confirmed so far, several injured. Right on recording this video, clash is still ongoing. Military nowhere to be seen. I personally think military wants escalation of ethnic tensions in Oromia special zone, North Shore zone, because it suits military's operations against Fano fighters. Secondly, viewers, a Fano commander has been killed. Where was he killed? Who killed him? An Ethiopian military officer shared his name a few hours ago. Name of the officer is Colonel Girma. Colonel Girma of Ethiopian National Defense Force announced the death of a Fano commander. I think Wareda level commander, you can say. His name is Ashato Ashebar. Ashato Ashebar, relatively new name for us because he's not a senior level, he's not zonal level or regional level Fano commander. Maybe a Wareda district level or Kabyle level Fano commander, commanding a few dozen people there. He was killed in Armacho, the areas which are on Amhara-Sudan border. Military is claiming as if it's a big victory for the military. But since the start of military operation against Fano fighters last year, we've seen only one high-profile Fano killing, on Fano side, and that was of a Fano commander who was killed in South Gondar. Otherwise, all other Fano commanders are safe, operating, carrying out their activities, operations, starting from Zminekasi, Mesafint, Asagad, Mulato, Mikatao, Mesafint, Safarmalese, Aptevolde, Zminekasi, Asras Maradamte, then Merevadajo, Colonel Mogozigai, Colonel Fantahun. I can go on and on. All these are operating safely. Military could not trace them. Military has been trying to hit Fano commanders, but Fano commanders just change their locations. They never stay in one area, and they have better intelligence collection system than the military, perhaps. That is how they have been able to survive. Though military has more resources, obviously, more technological resources too, in terms of monitoring, in terms of surveillance, but still, and Fano commanders have been making mistakes of being fond of appearing on news outlets. They've been giving interviews to such things, obviously make them vulnerable to tracking, but still they're managing to survive. Lower level Fano commanders and Fano fighters are dying mostly in this armed conflict in the Amhara region. Lastly, viewers, Israel Hamas war ongoing since last year. Why is that? More Israeli soldiers of Ethiopian descent are dying than other Israeli soldiers. There are around 20,000 Ethiopian descent Israelis in Israel, around 180,000, I think. And some of them went to Israel in 1980s, 90s when there was famine in Ethiopia. They went to Israel, some still hoping to go to Israel, Ethiopian Jews, they want to go to Israel. Were they integrated into the society? Are they taken? Are they accepted as equal Israelis? They have some complaints. They say they're not treated in a fair manner, but they're part of the security forces, they're part of government departments, etc. They're dying more in this war. Israeli Ethiopian descent Israeli soldiers are around 1.7% of the military. But in terms of casualties, around 5% of killed Israeli soldiers are from Ethiopian descent. So they're dying more. More Ethiopian descent Israeli soldiers are dying than other soldiers. Why? Maybe they want to prove that they love Israel, that they are patriotic, so they are more eager to participate in the war, or the number of them, the number of these soldiers being deployed, Ethiopian descent, is more than the number of other soldiers. Some communities, Ethiopian communities, are complaining to. They say that now when blood is needed, sacrifice is needed, these Ethiopians are being called, otherwise they're being denied their due rights in Israeli society. But it is being confirmed by several sources, Israeli sources, that more Ethiopian descent Israeli soldiers are dying in this war between Israel and